A day in the life of Adrienne.
Bubba wants to get in my room.
Is there a place on Facebook where I can go see everything I've liked?
I don't know.
How do I get it to go back? It won't go back.
I don't know.
A lot of help you are.
My computer's not working!
What was wrong with it?
I couldn't get it to go back. That's why it sticks.
No, it's...
Yes.
I'm not putting a pancake on the dry pan.
Why not?
Because it'll really stick.
No, it won't. It's a cast iron. When it's ready to come up off of there, it'll come up off there. It will on this one. Well, good luck. I never got to show him how to use a skillet properly. Cast iron skillets, by definition, once they get broke in, you no longer have to put grease on them every time you use them. All you have to do is pour the pancake batter onto it, and when most of the bubbles on top are no longer bubbles, it's ready to turn it, and it comes right up off the cast iron pan very easily.
He came out and said, "What are you doing?" And I told him I was putting oil in the pan to start making pancakes. And he said, "Oh no, you can't do that. What are you doing that for? Oh, blah, blah, blah." And it's not so much that I disagreed with him disagreeing with my method of making pancakes. It's the tone of voice that he used to tell me I was doing it wrong.
For some reason, I can't get him to listen to me when I tell him about cooking. His way is better than my way, regardless. And it pisses me off that he won't cook my food my way.
He's not allowed in the kitchen anymore because he can't follow some basic rules of cleanliness, like scraping food out of dishes and into the trash or compost before putting the dishes in a sink.
You mean, get a new tab and then go to...
Yeah.
I wonder how I get a new tab.
Well, you can go file.
Oh, I can't
Tab.
find a file.
Up at the top.
Up at the top, I ain't got no file.
You downloaded a new version of Firefox, didn't you?
When he was talking to his sister, it was very loud, so loud that it was annoying, and it practically drove me from the room.
Oh. Trying to remember where they put it in the new one.
Hi, Murray. Can you do me a favor? Can you hear me, Murray?
Maybe Adrienne's asking somebody else for a favor.
I'm asking
What?
you. I'm asking you if you could turn your volume down and turn your voice down a little bit. Please.
Okay, is that better?
That's a little bit better, thank you. Because I can hear even when Judy moves around and like, it sounds like blasting loud static, and I know it's just you like fumbling around on your desk.
Yeah.
Because he's got his volume turned up very high.
Oh, I was glad when Adrienne asked him to turn it down.
So show me what you have to do to start your computer.
My power switch doesn't work so good, so I have to use a piece of steel to push it down hard enough to make it turn on.
How long has it been like that?
I started doing this about a year ago. I don't understand why. Other than that, it's a really good computer. There it goes.
He's got his head stuck in this marijuana game off of Facebook that he's addicted to. And once he starts playing that game, a bomb could go off beside him and he wouldn't hear it.
Why don't you show me the tool that you use to turn it on?
This is a Gerber artifact. It's an antique. They made them for 2 years in 1967 and 1968. This one I found at the site of the 1996 National Rainbow Gathering. I dug it up out of a fire pit. The reason why the fire pit was still there is because the Forest Service made the rainbows leave early and they were not able to finish the cleanup. It's the only year in history when that was the case. But since we had the Arizona 420 gathering in 2011 there, I did the cleanup. I spent the whole gathering going down there and cleaning up the stuff that wasn't done in 1996.
My roommates were arguing over the computer, and I was also having problems with my computer, and it got to be so frustrating that I had to call a friend on the phone and ask for help. And the phone was ringing and ringing and ringing. And I was sitting there thinking, when is he going to answer the phone? And all I could do was smoke my joint and wait for him to answer the phone. Hi, I just wanted to let you know that it worked. The minute I hit the Alt key, the file menu showed up. I didn't even have to hit select menu, it just showed up. Yeah. So I want you know. And the image is downloaded just fine. It just took a really long time. I noticed something kind of weird. You know when you plug into the USB port, it makes that beep beep sound? Like beep boop. Well, you know how it normally does on computers though, right? Well, a few times when I've plugged in or unplugged, it's kind of skipped as it made that sound. Like maybe it thought it was being plugged in, then it didn't register, and then it thought it was being plugged in again. Like the sound kind of skips, like as though it started making the sound and then made it again. Finally, I had to leave and go to a friend's house to work on my computer there.
What's wrong with your computer?
Well, for some reason, the pictures don't all show up with thumbnails. At random, only about half of them show up with thumbnails and half of them don't, so I've got to scroll through here and click on every single one of them to see which ones are the ones I want, and I took about 50 pictures at the event. I found it! Finally!